Hello class, this is our virtual lab for our experiment number 1, acids, bases, and salts and neutralization reactions. Now in this virtual laboratory, we will use the OLabs or the Amrita Labs website para sa kanilang mga virtual laboratory. And this website guys, if you're familiar here, hindi lang basta chemistry ang kanilang mga virtual lab dito. Meron din tayong physics, biology, and math. But since chemistry ang subject natin, so you all know, punta tayo sa may chemistry. So magsisend ako ng link mamaya dito guys para ma-practice din ninyo kung ano to virtual lab na tinutukoy ko dito. So okay, so punta tayo sa chemistry and mapapansin niyo sa ating link dito is ayan, may mga experiments na tayo na makikita dito na which is gagamitin natin to throughout our SEM. But since our experiment, it's all about the acids and bases, ito ang kukunin natin, the determination of pH with pH indicator strips and universal indicator solution and the properties of acids and bases. Now, I will just do a konting demo lang ang gagawin ko guys kasi the rest ay kayo ang gagawin nito. Okay, unahin natin yung determination of pH. And ang pangalawa naman natin is yung ating properties of acids and bases. And by the way, when you click the experiment, the virtual experiment, hindi lang basta simulator ang makikita ninyo. Meron din silang theory na kung saan yung lecture niya na nililito. And then meron din silang procedure of how to conduct experiments sa actual laboratory. Face-to-face na. We have the animation and video na makikita ninyo. Na-post siya sa YouTube video nila na actual na pina-perform experiment. And then, ito yung simulator na kung saan pina-perform natin yung experiment sa ating computer or laptop. Ayan. Okay, so let's start our experiment here. Dito sa ating natin, sa determination of pH natin here, ayan, mapansin niyo, we have vegetable and fruit juices as our sample. The household items, ang dami. Acids and bases in the lab. As you can see here, there's a specific concentration here. And then the salts in water. The dissolved salts in water. Makita ninyo dito yung mga ating acidic salt, basic salt, and neutral salt. Okay? Now, ang kaani ko lang dito guys is only yung una lang. Gagawin na dito guys is just select a sample and maglo-loading na siya. Okay. Ang gagawin niyo lang dito, pwede kayo ninyong i-dip yung indicator, yung universal indicator dito, and mag-change siya ng color, and then titignan niyo yung kanya dito, yung pH niya sa ating natin dito sa may strip na to, i-compare ninyo kung ano yung pH niya. But here, since nagtitipid tayo, let's say tayo ay naglalab, di ba? Siyempre, tipid-tipid, ayan. Tipid-tipid, kukuha ko dito, and then drop. Ayan, nag-drop na siya. So, anong pH niya? So, compare natin dito is siya ay 2. Okay? Now, kung kayo ay maaksaya, since mayaman naman kayo, halimbawa, pwede ninyong i-dip agad dito yung universal indicator here. And voila. Di ba? So, i-compare nyo lang and dito. Pero, since kung sa actual laboratory natin is mas recommended yung mag-dip lang kayo dito. Kuha lang kayo ng konti and then here is the universal indicator and voila. Yun yung ano natin dito. Okay? So, ayan, yan yung most recommended. Pero ang disadvantages nito is kapag nag-dip ka ng universal indicator, hindi ka na pwedeng mag-drop dito sa ating universal indicator, dito sa ating pH universal indicator paper dito. So, ayan. Yan yung gagawin ninyo. And then, kapag kukain ng bago sample, click nyo lang ulit here. Ayan, hindi pala. Reset ninyo. So, mag-loading yung website natin. And then, bagong sample. Okay, and then, kuha ng sample here. Kuha ng sample dito. And then, the drop. And then compare the pH here. Ayan. As you can see here, the pH is 4. And so and so forth. Gagawin ninyo itong lahat. Ayan. Gagawin ninyo lahat. Wait. Ayan. So reset ulit. And then so and so forth. Kapag panibago, basta guys, don't forget to reset. Kasi maglo-loading pa siya. Okay? So that's how you're going to do the virtual laboratory experiment here in our lab. So kayo gagawa niyan, okay? Now let's go on to our next sa ating next simulator, virtual laboratory. We have 7 samples here. Okay, 7 samples. Na i-perform na lahat each. And then kukuha ng mga reactants dito. Ayan. So 3 tests, perform ninyo itong lahat to determine whether the samples is acid, are acid or bases. So let's say I want to determine the sample 1. Okay. So ang reactant ko na is litmus paper, litmus solution. Okay, so kuha akong solution dito using this pipette here, this mini pipette, pasteur pipette yata tawag dito. And then dip, and then so nag-blue, pero hindi pa doon natatapos, kuha ka ulit, and then drop. So ayan, so what is on natin? As we all know here, kapag yung red to blue, that is base, and then blue, blue. So ang sagot doon is base. Kasi base turns red litmus solution, but does not affect the blue litmus, so the pH value is greater than 7. Okay? And then next naman natin is the zinc metal here, as you can see here. So we have this sample 1. Familiar naman na tayo na base yan, na base siya. Ang gagawin natin dito is, ayan, here, yan. So, kung napapansin niyo is nagkakaroon tayo ng gas. Nag-evolve ng gas, nag-generate ng gas. So, what is that gas? That is the hydrogen. So, gagawin niyo next dito is tatakpan niyo using this cork na may capillary glass tubing here na may butas. And then, turn niyo yung Bunsen burner. Then, this phosphorus, ang phosphorus na to, this match here is an indicator. Tatapat niyo siya. Kapag yan ay namatay, ibig sabihin may nag-evolve na hydrogen gas, which indicator has a base. So, ano kaya nangyayari doon? Sir, paano nyo po nalaman na base? Kasi nga, okay, we have, let's suppose here that the base is yung ating, is yung ating sodium hydroxide. And you have this zinc metal here, okay? Ang nangyayari kasi ng reaction sila, guys, is this zinc solid here. And then, let's suppose that the base is the sodium hydroxide or any hydroxide-containing element na basta base siya. Let's say sodium hydroxide, which is a common, which is a, ayan, aqueous solution. When you say aqueous solution, it is a solid dissolved in water. So, ang mangyayari dito is magkakaroon siya ng product na sodium zincate plus aqueous solution plus as that zinc, it is a, generate siya ng hydrogen gas for our base. Here, yan yung mangyayari sa reaction sa here. Point dito is, we have this, ayan, metal plus base equals salt plus gas. Or specifically, hydrogen as ang generate niya. That includes a base. Okay? So that's the reaction here. Now, dito naman tayo sa may sodium. Next reaction natin is yung ating solid sodium carbonate here. So, anong gagawin natin is, we have this solid sodium carbonate, sample 1 here. So, it is a base. Alam naman natin yan. And then, phenolphthalein. So, yung phenolphthalein natin dito solution from colorless to pinkish, which indicates a base. Na-discuss yan sa ating lecture video about neutralization reaction. Kapag ito ay acid naman, guys, ang magiging color nito is, itong sample natin, if suppose it's an acid, so mare-retain yung pagiging colorless niya. Kasi the indicator does not perform, hindi siya nag-transform into its corresponding base product and you mix it in the base. Okay? So that's how you perform this reaction here. And then, ayan, the rest of the sample cannot perform nito mga to. Pero dito tayo sa may sample number 2. Ayan, sample number 2. Ba't sa alpha tayo? So, i-reset nyo lang siya here. Ayan. Sa sample to naman natin, litmus, ito ay sa pagkakatanda ko is an acid. So, acid siya. Okay? Ayan ang mangyayari. So, dito rin, okay, same reactions. Process base, hydrogen, mag-generate ng hydrogen, metal, plus acid, equals salt, plus hydrogen gas. And then dito naman, dito tayo na nagpagkakaroon ng iba. Nagkaiba tayo dito ng setup. Kung kanina isang ginamit natin is phenolphthalein, dito naman is gagamit tayo ng sodium carbonate na naka-dissolve sa distilled water. So, sodium carbonate aqueous solution and we have lime water. So, dito pa lang madedetermine yung na acid talaga yung kuha natin kasi nag-iba yung setup niya eh. Kasi sa pagkakatanda ko, the rest are the same here. Pero I suggest that you perform the virtual experiment here para ma-familiarize ninyo or ma-master ninyo kapag perform nyo siya sa may actual natin. So, ayan. Let's mix yung ating acid to sodium carbonate. So, kung mapapansin ninyo, may nag-evolve din na gas. So, ayan. At pansin ninyo is nag-change color yung ating lime water. So, ano ba yung lime water natin? So, the reaction na nangyari dito is here, let's say our acid, so may acid naman natin is, ayan, dito sa reactions na to, here, di ba? Ang nangyari, we have, let's suppose that our sample 2 is HCl or any acid. Ang mangyari kasi doon, once you mix the acid with our sodium carbonate here, mag-generate siya ng salt. Which is, ano yung salt na mag-generate natin? Kung generate tayo ng sodium chloride, aqueous solution, okay, hindi ko nalagyan, aqueous solution, plus water, so neutralization ang nangyari. But the difference na nangyari dito is nag-generate siya ng carbon dioxide gas kasi nga it contains a carbonate. Carbonate ions here, carbonate ions, so the reactions not balance here. Let's balance the reaction. So balance of the reaction is, I guess it's balanced. So ayan yung nangyari. Now itong CO2 ngayon na yun guys, yung lime water kasi natin, okay? Yung lime water is calcium hydroxide. Ngayon, yung CO2 natin, CO2 gas natin, once na minix natin sa ating lime water or calcium hydroxide, mag-generate tayo ng calcium carbonate aqueous solution na nag-a-act as precipitate kasi minimal yung solubility, kasi less solubility in water than our calcium hydroxide here. Yan yung nag-cause ng milky solution. So, ayan, yung nangyari sa atin. So, it's the reaction balance here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, calcium. So, the reaction is balanced here. So, ganyan yung nangyari sa ating reaction. So, that's it, guys, for our virtual experiment in acids and bases. So, the rest ay gagawin ninyo and i-input ninyo yung data na mo-obtain ninyo sa inyong lab report sheet, laboratory report sheet. So that's it for today's guys, and isi-send ko naman yung link nito in order for you to perform it. So thank you guys for listening in this virtual experiment, and I hope you learned something in this. So have a nice day guys, and God bless you all.